This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life. Good evening and welcome to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight we have a South Conference girls basketball matchup featuring the Yelm Tornadoes and the Shelton Highclimbers. I'm Diedrich Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Last season, Yelm went 10-14, finishing 6th in the conference. Shelton was 14-8 and 4th in the SSC. Both teams made the postseason. The Tornadoes played 4 games and came up a win short of state. The Highclimbers were eliminated from the West Central District Tournament in 2 games. This season, Yelm is off to a 3-1 start, beating Spanaway Lake 53-49 to open the season, falling to Olympia 56-43, crushing Franklin Pierce 55-28, and edging North Thurston 75-72 in their conference opener on Wednesday. The Highclimbers have only played 2 games so far, falling to North Mason 68-65 to open the season a week ago, and falling to Peninsula 69-48 last night. Last season, Shelton took 2 games against Yelm, but the prior 11 games went to the Tornadoes. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we talk with Shelton's new coach, Tiffany Twiddy. It's South Conference girls basketball, the Yelm Tornadoes at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is getting in the holiday spirit with live coverage of the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis on Saturday, December 8th. Join us at 5 p.m. as each parade entry lights up downtown Shelton. Our vantage point will once again be the Angle Building at 4th and Railroad. It's the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis, 5 p.m. Saturday, December 8th on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts? Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And welcome back to the Mini Dome, everyone. Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple over there. Hey, Jerry, you got your headphones almost falling off your forehead there. Let's fix that. It is time to talk with the coach. I had an opportunity to talk with Shelton's new coach, Tiffany Twiddy.
Coach Tiffany Twiddy, you're new to this program. I'm going to take it at least as a head lady.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you and your background.
So I obviously played growing up my whole life. And then most recently I was with Black Hills for 3 years as their JV coach and assistant. And then prior to that, I was with South Puget Sound Community College. And then prior to that, I kind of bounced around. I was at River Ridge for a little bit, at Shelton for a little bit, so different places.
And what brought you here?
I really do have my family lived here and stuff growing up, so I do really like this community and really wanted to, come here and try to give back and hopefully make it a great program again, hopefully.
So let's talk about your girls this year. Looking over the roster, a lot of new faces.
Yeah.
A couple of missing ones. We won't talk about that, but let's talk about your new faces and what you have returning.
Yeah, so we're pretty much a whole new team this year, so I think it's going to take us a little bit to get that chemistry and get used to playing together. Some of them have played together previously, but we have some girls who played JV last year, some girls who played varsity, some kids who are new, so it's just going to take a little bit, I think, for us all to gel together. But they're working really hard, they're putting in a lot of effort, and I think they'll get there.
First 2 games, you lost them. Tell us about those 2 games. Let's go back to the North Mason game. I wasn't there, but it sounded like it was pretty tight.
Yeah, the North Mason game was super exciting. They came out and they definitely are a good, well-rounded team this year. It was just a very odd game. By like the third quarter, within 4 or 5 minutes, both sides were at 10 fouls. So, I mean, the game literally was longer than like a football game, or about the same amount as a football game. So it was a bit of a long night for everyone. But the girls worked really hard, and they really showed the idea of like overcoming adversity, because there were a couple times where they could have given up, they could have, let it go, but they did it. And we were without a couple players because they were sick that night. So that kind of made it interesting. But the girls really hung in there, and they did a good job, and it was a close game. And I was proud of how they hung in there. So.
Now, what about last night?
Last night was a tough one. Peninsula is a great team. I think that they're a team that could, very well be in the picture towards the end of the season. So it was really good to see the first half. It was tied at the end of the first half. So, it was really good to see that we have the ability to hang in there with them. I think that it's depth kind of at this point for us. They have a very deep bench. And for us, like I said, we're still getting used to playing together. We're still getting used to, we're still working on our conditioning and things like that. A lot of that has to do with having like a solid summer program, which I think that this summer we'll be able to have now that I'm here, but last summer was kind of lacking because nobody was here. We didn't really have a set thing yet. So I think this will help this summer. We can definitely get that conditioning and stuff started early, so hopefully we're not doing it at the beginning of the season like we are now. So.
All right, tonight you have Yelm. Seems like you're hitting the top teams here early on.
Yeah, right?
What do you know about these Lady Tornadoes?
Definitely not an easy schedule to start things out. But they're a good team. They play a lot of 2-3. We're kind of more of a shooting team, so that's a good matchup for us. Because we're shooters, I think that hopefully pretty quickly we'll shoot them out of that, hopefully. And then they're going to have to make some adjustments and things like that. And our game plan is just to go out and defensively try to turn that, really turn our defense into offense. We're going to try to create some turnovers and try to push the pace. And I think it's a good matchup for us. I think it'll go well, I think, hopefully.
Thanks, Coach, for taking the time. Welcome to Highclimber Hoops.
Yeah, thank you.
Tiffany Twiddy, new coach of the Shelton Lady Highclimbers. Jerry, very pleasant young lady. Not exactly what I expected out of a coach. She's about, 5'5", 5'6".
But she's very personal.
She's very passionate, obviously.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Enthusiasm, and I hope she keeps that enthusiasm, and I'm sure she will.
Well, Jerry, we got to move on. We'll get into more thoughts about Tiffany as the night goes on. Got the starting lineups and more of the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show in a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures, wedding receptions, and holiday parties. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Join us for a festive and family-friendly event of painting Christmas tree ornaments Thursday evening from 6 to 8. Or stop by for an evening of holiday traditions, including Christmas carols, holiday storytelling, and visit with Santa. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
And welcome back to the mini dome here in the campus of Shelton High School. We are getting some starting the lineups announced right here, so let's move right into them. See if I got that set up here. No, I do not. Let's hit the right button, and we'll get our starters out here. Let's get rid of that. All right, so we'll start out with the visiting Tornadoes. Amani. Let's see if I get this right, get to the right page. Lonnie Tustison, she's a 5'6" junior. Michael Jones, a 5'5" sophomore. Madison Plevak, a 5'8" junior. Bailey Harder, a 5'11" post, and she's a sophomore. And Caitlin Jewell, a 5'10" senior. For the Highclimbers, Taya Gooley, 5'4" junior. Jade Smith, a 5'5" junior. Abigail Zanuski, am I pronouncing that right? Zanuski, number 20.
Januski, yeah, Januski.
Januski, a 5'7" sophomore. Kylan Powell, a 5'11" senior. And Shea Littleson, a 5'8" senior. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests, or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures, wedding receptions, and holiday parties. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Join us Thursday, December 20th for an evening of holiday traditions. Sing Christmas carols, tell holiday stories, enjoy a hot buttered rum and cookies, and visit with Santa. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
We're just moments away from tip-off here in the mini dome. Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple up at the top of the stands opposite the scorer's table, our usual position. And you'll get ready for some basketball. Tornadoes are out there. They're in their black uniforms. The Highclimbers are in their white uniforms.
I'd like to recognize the singer of our national anthem,
sure,
Joel Barkman. He is considered one of the top choir students in the state of Washington. He just recently got a really nice state recognition. Congratulations, Joel.
So Bailey Harder and Kylan Powell tip it off, and the Tornadoes come away with the tip there with the first possession. That's Harder, bounces it, and picking it up will be Plevak. The ball pokes free, and a first turnover on the Tornadoes. And then it's knocked right about out of bounds. You've got Taya Gooley and it's a 14. Where am I? Okay, Jade Smith. I'm sorry, Jerry. I've set my score sheet up differently this year than I have in years past, and I got to get used to it. So it's Kylan Powell backing down with the dribbles. Still has her dribbles over to the near side. Gets a screen from Deshea Littleson. Nice pass down to Taya Gooley under the hook basket. Hook up and in on the reverse layup for Taya, and it's 2-0 early. Highclimbers on top. 3 on the way from Jewel on the far side to rain it. No, I'm sorry, that was Plevak, excuse me.
What was her number?
At number 30, Plevak with the 3. There's Kylan Powell at the foul line, spinning in the middle. Double pumps, puts it up. Does it drop in? Yes, it does. Count it, and a foul. Personal foul go on whom? I think that goes on Caitlin Jewell. Waiting for them to post it. I believe it's on Jewell or Plevak. It went on Jewell, and Kylan Powell finishes three-point play. Plevak quickly up the other way. Nice steal by Deshea Littleson, but can't corral it. Tornadoes have the ball. And there's a Kylan Powell with a pick, and she's up the far sideline. Stops just inside the arc, launches the long 2, missed it. Nice position with a putback up and in by Zanuski. And the Highclimbers up 4 early. Jones with it on the far side. She'll take a 3. Little hard. Deshea Littleson had the rebound. It's poked out of her hands. Goes to Taya Gooley. She got it up to Smith. Smith to Powell. Powell sets a play for the Highclimbers. Going to go to the foul line. Hook it down to Deshea Littleson. Up top it goes, and oop. That should be over and back, and a turnover on the Highclimbers. 1 apiece. In the turnover category, Jerry, we're early. The sideline inbounds just below us. Jewell will trigger the play. Tustison gets it in backcourt, and she'll get it back to Jewell. Jewell to the paint, and Harder. Harder is fouled on the move. I think that'll go on Deshea. It does, that's her first. So baseline inbounds for the Tornadoes. Turnaround jumper for 3 at Plevak, missed it. Rebound Deshea Littleson. She's got a couple of Tornadoes all around her. Here comes Taya Gooley. Quickly up it goes, and knocking it out of bounds. Quick active hands. The pass is trying to get down to Zanuski. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Highclimber ball out of their backboard. Baseline inbounds right of the backboard. Lob it to Deshea Littleson. She'll eye the hoop for a jumper. Finds Kylan Powell. Kylan will drive to the foul line. Lobs them bound to Deshea. Hook shot doesn't fall. Kylan with the rebound and the putback drops in. Kylan with 5 points early and a timeout. It's a 30. Really, really active by the Lady Climbers here early, Jerry.
Yes, they have been.
I'm pretty impressed so far. Didn't expect this kind of energy early on.
Well, the shooting percentages are looking pretty good. So far, Shelton is 3 for 5 from the field, 60%. That is really good.
Shelton is up 6 here early on.
And 1 turnover per team.
And a foul per team, so we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Tornadoes are out there. Tustison gets set to inbounds it. Looks like it's Harder will bring it up, or no, that's Plevak. Comes up to the near side. Deflected, and the ball goes down, and turnaround jumper in the paint that rimmed off by Harder. And the ball is saved in bounds by Kylan Powell, and then Smith's outlet is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the High Climbers in their back court. 5:20 to go, first quarter. 6-point lead for the Lady Climbers. Taya Gooley, center of the court, bringing the ball up. Changing direction. Throw it over to Kylan Powell. Kylan, side of the paint, had it blocked and stolen away. Here come the Tornadoes. Quickly up to Jones. Jones had her pass nearly picked off and then eventually corralled by the High Climbers. And there's going to be a foul on the pass off on a Yelm player.
2 turnovers so far for each team.
I think that's going to go on Jones. That's her first. 5 minutes even. Still 9-3. Shelton on top.
Second foul on Yelm.
Here comes Taya Gooley. Swing it over to Smith. Jade will dribble to the top. Look for Gooley and throw it out of bounds, unfortunately.
Yeah, third turnover.
Yelm gets the ball back. And Plevank will stop shy of the midcourt stripe. That's Tutchison with the ball. To Plevank into the corner harder. I'm sorry, that's Jewell for 3. That's off. Rebound goes nearly out of bounds, nearly saved by Gooley, but they say it did hit the baseline. Nope, it's going to stay with the High Climbers. Substitution. What do we have checking in? It's Maping Vernon. Is it Maping or Maping?
Maping.
Maping, okay. And Jade Smith will get a rest. It's a High Climber ball in their back court.
Yeah, she was a starting guard last year for the JV team that went undefeated. Played very well. I was very impressed with her.
So Vernon will inbounds it to Gooley. Taya running point. Gets a screen and a slip her way over. Get it up top to the to Kylan Powell. Kylan will drive into the paint, stop, get a pass down to the baseline. And that's Zanuski.
Fourth turnover.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson's also on the court. I didn't see that substitution. We have a foul on the High Climbers. Just realized there's one more thing I have to make a change, Jerry. This arm is in the way. I can't see the screen.
You want me to move over just a little bit?
No, it's fine. I'll swap it out when I get we get a break. Did have another substitution. We'll have to check to see who came in. The High Climbers look like they were in a 3-2 zone. 3 on the way from way outside, and that rims off. A rebound, Peterson tracked it down in the corner. Gets it to Kylan Powell. Powell looking up to Deshea Littleson. Littleson, extra pass to Gooley. She'll throw one up there, draw the foul. Nope, they're going to call a travel. Didn't think Taya had any control of her body when she kind of threw up a prayer, hoping to get a foul.
Unfortunately, those turnovers are hurting them, even though their shooting percentage is really, really good.
Still a 6-point lead for Shelton, 9-3. That's Jewell into the paint, puts it up, missed it, got her own rebound. Hooks it up top, and there's Tutchison right to the hoop, put it up. Drew the foul on the High Climbers. I think that was on the floor, though. Nope, they're going to give her on the shots. The whistle was way before she even made a move into paint, but I guess continuation.
So the foul is on number 15, Jordan Peterson.
Okay. Free throw fell off. 3:25 to go first quarter. Still 9-3. Shelton with the lead. Yelm's Imani Testison is at the free throw line for a second free throw. That one short and rolled off. Kylan Powell with the rebound. Here she comes. Swing it up, Peterson, open 3, yes! And it's a 9-point lead for the High Climbers here early.
Peterson on that one?
Yes. Tustison with the ball. Swing it over to open Jewel. Jewel trying to answer from 3, missed it. Rebound goes to Kylan Powell. She'll get it up to Taya Gooley. Oh, stolen by Jewel. And then stolen right back by Peterson. Still ball is free, and a scramble for it. That'll be tied up. So I guess you're going to give turnover on both.
That's the 3rd rebound for Kylan. But the turnovers, we've had 6 so far here, and it's only in the first quarter.
Substitution for Yelm coming into the ball game is Larissa Sneed. We have another substitution. Nope. Oh yeah, Jade Smith step on. She has the ball. It's a right back to Kylan Powell. Swing it over to Peterson. Finds Kylan, excuse me. Into the corner, and Smith. Smith dribbles out of the corner. Gets a screen from Powell to the foul line, lob it to the baseline. There's Deshea Littleson jumper. Nothing but net for Big D.
6 for 8 from the field for the Highclimbers, 75%.
Jewel with the ball, bothered by the Highclimbers. Slips it to the Sneed, who'll put up a jumper off the glass. Highclimbers had a brief 11-point lead. Kylan Powell drives side of the paint, bounces it to Smith, to Deshea. Deshea just outside the free throw line. That one rimmed off. Rebound pulled down by Plevac. Plevac on the run for the Yelm Tornadoes. Kick it to the baseline. There's Tustison. Her jumper falls off. Plevac with the rebound. Turns around at the top of the key. Gets a screen. Steps by the screen. Takes a long 2. Missed it. Deshea Littleson with the rebound. Throws it all the way up. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Peterson scooping it up and in. Highclimbers match their largest lead of the night of 11. Plevac quickly. Little runner on the baseline. That's off by Jones. Here comes Kylan.
That is a 4th rebound for Kylan.
Peterson quickly to the 3-point arc. Bounces up top. There's Vernon. Vernon over to Peterson, working the far side. To Powell. Kylan one-hands it to Vernon. Vernon will drive, finds a lane. Scoops one up, missed the shot over Sneed. Sneed with the rebound. Outlet goes to Jones. Jones up the far sideline for Yelm. To the foul line, to the paint. Up the side, and she's going to draw the foul on Peterson. That'll be Jordan's 2nd.
That is correct.
At the free throw line. Is this Jones? Michael Jones, yeah.
4th team foul on the Highclimbers.
2 free throws coming for Yelm, and they're 0 for 2 at the free throw line. This will be Jones' first trip to the stripe. Missed it, 0 for 3. Let's see here, and Zanuski steps back onto the court for Shelton, and Ariana Morgan Corbin will step on first time for Yelm. Rebound goes to Powell. Powell, long ball up to a wide open player. And that was Zanuski. She is fouled heading to the hoop. Personal foul went on Madison Plevac, her first. 3rd team foul on Yelm. Zanuski at the line. 2 points so far tonight. Ooh, just a little short on the first one. Substitution. Tanisha Birdtail will step onto the court for Yelm, replacing Michael Jones. Zanuski's 2nd free throw for Shelton. Up and in.
Shelton's 2 for 3 from the foul line.
12-point lead, largest of the night so far for, a steal by Powell. Powell's going to break away, scoop it up, and score it. Off the turnover. And that is the largest lead of the night, 14 for Shelton. Sneed into the corner, open 3 for Jewel. No, rebound controlled by Morgan Corbin. Up top, 3 on the way. It's off by Plevac. Rebound's tapped out. Smith will control it. Throw it up to Powell. Powell to the hoop again. Up and in. Quarter running out. Stopped at midcourt. Sneed with it now. Throws it towards the basket. Brick, and that'll do the quarter. So a big quarter for Shelton, 21-5 after one. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with the second quarter. Highclimbers up big.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
They're back here waiting for the start of the second quarter, 21-5. Shelton all over Yelm so far.
Couple interesting statistics. Shelton has got 9 rebounds so far. I don't have a rebound yet for Yelm. Yelm is 2 for 9 from the field. Get this, Shelton is 10 for 14 from the field, 2 for 3 from the foul line.
Tornadoes get the ball to start the quarter. Near steal by Smith. On the cross-court pass, back over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson over the quarter in Jewell. Jewell try to lace a pass in, and Smith with a pick. There comes Colin Powell. Going to shuffle it to Taya Gooley. Gooley had it picked away by Jewell. And Jewell will throw a long pass up to Plevac. Plevac is going to draw a foul on the Highclimbers. Let's see, that went on, was it Zanuski her first?
Yeah, that was Abigail's first foul.
Baseline inbounds to Jewell. Jewell bounces it, pick off by Gooley. Kea the other way. Stops wisely, finds Smith. Smith will get it to Shea, and here's Kylan. Wide open under the hoop, up and in, Zanuski. Give her 5 points, and the lead increases for the Highclimbers.
Kylan already has 2 assists.
3 on the way from, that was Jones, missed it, and the rebound up and in. That went on Plevac, her second basket.
Who was it on?
The foul was on Deshea Littleson. It's her second. And at the free throw line for possible 3-point play is going to be Madison Plevac. Off the back of the iron, rebound goes to Smith. And here comes Kylan Powell. Kylan behind the back dribble. Trying to get Gooley to give by her. She'll hand it off to Taya, and Taya will take it. Stop over to Smith. Smith to the 3-point arc for a 3. Yes! That's Jade's first basket. That's a 19-point lead.
Yeah, 11 for 15 from the field.
Out to Jones. Jones corralled it. Plevac. Plevac for 3. No. Rebound goes to Jewell. Jewell got away with a walk. Puts it up and in. Her first basket. I think that was a second rebound for Yelm in the ballgame.
Her number is?
40. Taya Gooley with the ball. Gives it to Kylan Powell. Going to drive baseline. Draws a double team. Hook it up top, and they're going to say an offensive foul on Kylan. It's her first personal. 7th-team foul. And I now have 8 turnovers on Shelton.
That is correct.
6:08 to go in the half, 26-9. Yelm with the ball, Shelton with the lead. Plevac will bring it up. Goes over to Jones. Into the paint, knocked away by the Highclimbers. Trying to get it into Harder in the paint. Be baseline inbounds for the Lady Tornadoes. Looks like Cleve Jack will inbounds it, get into Jewel, up to Jones. Now there's Corbin. Gets the ball back, skips over, trying to draw some space out. Quick outlet to Jewel for three, that's off. Rebound, tapped out. Kylan Powell comes away with it with authority, I gotta tell you.
That's her 6th rebound.
Kylan walks the ball up the court, hands it off to Jade Smith. Changes direction, drives into the paint. Runner goes short, rebound tapped and controlled by Yelm. Comes Corbin up to Jewel. Jewel bounces it down, nice play, and up and in will go Plevak with her 7th point. Timeout called by Coach Twiddy. We'll take it. 5:13 to go in the half. 26-11. Shelton on top. We'll be right back.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Back in the mini dome. 26-11 is her score. A wise timeout by Coach Twiddy. She saw her team go from a 19-point lead down to 15, but get him calmed down now.
Yes.
Instead of later when there's a possibility less.
Prevent those nice long runs by the other team.
Right, that's a good point. So Joni Allen will check in the timeout. She's out there with Powell, Peterson, Gooley, and I believe that's Zaniski.
Yes, it is.
Far over there, I can't see if she was covering her jersey number. Little full court press, a little front lead pass to Powell. Powell bounces it, tried to bounce it down to Allen, is kicked out of bounds. Good heads up play there with a timely foot in the way.
I've been very impressed with Kylan with her shooting and rebounding and distributing the basketball.
Checking back in, Tustison for Yelm. It's Highclimber ball. Peterson will inbounds it from the sidelines, get it into Gooley. Gooley changes direction, throws it over and knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it went off of Zaniski's hand somehow.
Yeah, so that's a nice turnover on Shelton. That's the only thing I'm seeing they're having a little problem with tonight.
Kylan Powell will get a much-deserved rest, and Vernon is back in for the Highclimbers. Under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Quick passes out. There's Jones for three. That's off. Rebound. Nice position by Harder. She's fouled trying to put it back in. And that will go on Zanuski.
Yep.
Jeez, I know how to say that, Jerry. I really do. My mouth said, no, you can't say it. At the free throw line is Harder. Her first one is in. That's the first free throw that
yes, it is.
Yelm has
first
made.
one they've made. Mm-hmm.
Substitution, Deshea Littleson checks back in. And we get to see Leanna Miskivens for Yelm. Second free throw by the Tornadoes. Harder goes in. Gooley with the ball in backcourt. Changing directions, crossing midcourt, throws it to Deshea Littleson. Deshea will get it back to Gooley. Gooley to the three-point arc, directing some traffic. Got a bigger player on her, and there's Vernon. Down to Deshea, hook pass down low to Allen's, tipped into Peterson's hands, out to Vernon. Vernon fakes the pass, goes to the foul line, finds Gooley. Gooley to the top of the key, to the side of the paint. Oops, stolen away. Here comes Jewel. Jewel lobs it up to Jones. Jones spins, trying to get away from the defense. Spun again, hands it off. Let's see, who had the ball last? That was Miss Skimmons, and she turns it over on the
7th turnover for Yelm.
Jewel will sit down. Who stepped back on? 52, that's Birdtail. It's Highclimber ball. Taya Gooley brings it up, throws it to a cutter. That's Peterson, finds DeShea Littleson in the paint. A little short on the shot, and rebound pulled down by Harder. Stolen away by DeShea. Out to Peterson. Peterson, runner at the foul line. A little off. Rebound pulled down by Harder. She'll get it to Jones, and here come the Tornadoes at the far side. Trailing by 13. Jumper at the foul line. Goes in. That was Harder. I've got her down for 4 points so far.
Well, the 19-point lead is down to 11.
There comes Gooley the other way for the Highclimbers, trying to get by Tutson. Gets a screen, stops, pops for three, way outside, nothing but net. 5 points for Taya, 29-15. 3:20 to go here in the half. Tutson throws it in the corner. Three on the way by McKimmons, missed it. Rebound, or the ball goes to the hands of Allen. Allen stepped by, finds Vernon. Vernon to get it center point court, and it's deflected and kicked out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Highclimbers. Harder, Bailey Harder is just kind of everywhere right now for Yelm.
I was very impressed with Taya last year as a sophomore. She did a nice job on her three-point shots last year. And she's doing the same thing this year.
Peterson with the ball, and it's another turnover on the Highclimbers. Tutson comes away with it for Yelm. She's going to dribble and lace it to the baseline. Oh, Corbin just got away with a walk.
Yeah,
and then
she got away with it,
and the ball nearly comes away. Tutson, and Vernon comes away with it. And here come the Highclimbers. Smith to the hoop. It goes in, and the foul. Jade Smith with now 5 points. Sorry, the scoreboard was kind of covering that basket. And who the foul was on 20, right?
Yep.
Lena Miskimmons. 2 fouls on her. Back in the ballgame for Yelm is Madison Leviak. At the free throw line for Shelton is Jade Smith. In and out on the free throw, rebound Tutson. Tutson up the far sideline, center of the court. She's on the run the other way, trying to go coast to coast, goes right to the hoop, puts it up short. Rebound goes to Peterson. Peterson up to Kylan Powell, back in the ball game. She's going to drive one-on-one. Nice spin move to the hoop. Blocked, but should have been a foul. Ball is free, and then they're going to get Vernon with a push on the baseline. I don't know. Kylan was just, I think she was mugged on that move.
I think she was,
That
too.
was a pretty move, too.
Beautiful move.
So we'll walk to the north end of the mini dome. And it's a 1-and-1 for Bailey Harder. 2 for 2 at the free throw. Is that Harder? Is that a 4 or a 0? That's a 3, excuse me. That's Pleviak at the free throw line. Got the first one. She'll get one more. So she's now 1 for 2.
Yes.
Has 8 points. Second free throw, nope. Got a lane violation, so it wouldn't have counted either way. Little full court press. Inbounds to Smith. Oh, nice hands by Tutson, knocking it out of bounds. 2:15 to go in the half, 31-16. Highclimbers with the lead in the ball. Vernon will inbounds it from nearly the corner and backcourt. And, Maylene just stepped over the line a little bit. Wow.
12th violation on Shelton. Yelma's got 9 violations so far.
Stepping onto the court for the first time.
42.
Yeah, that's Cecilia Montano. She will step in, and Allen will sit down. Inbounds to Jewel. Back to Pleviak. Pleviak to the top of the key to Tutson. Tutson back to Pleviak. Pleviak looking low. Ball stolen away from Leiden, who checked in as well. Up it goes, and nice fought from Powell to Smith. It's knocked out of bounds by Tustison. Tustison is just kind of very active here in this quarter defensively. Smith will inbounds it from the sideline. Foul line extended. Lob it to Powell. Actually, it's to DeShea. It goes off of Yelm player out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Highclimbers. I think that was a lucky break because I think it just rolled right off of DeShea.
Taya Gooley is into the ball game for the Highclimbers.
Okay, and Smith will sit down. Taya will inbounds it from the right of the backboard.
For Yelm, number 34.
34 is back. Okay, Harder is back in. Taya looks to the middle, throws it up top to Powell. Powell bounces it to Littleson. Littleson back to Powell on the baseline, far side. Kyland with the dribbles, gets a screen. Going to find a nice pick and roll to DeShea, up and in. Littleson with 4 points. Tustison quickly up to Jewell. Jewell turning around, stops and pops on the baseline. Missed the shot, rebound goes to Vernon. And she'll lob it up, try to get it up to Montano, goes out of bounds.
That is a third assist by Kyland. That to me is just very impressive.
Full game for her. She has 9 points. Inbounds into the corner. Jewell for 3, yes. It's only her second basket, 5 points. Quickly here come the Highclimbers. Powell to the baseline. Montano to Vernon, back to Montano to the corner, just inside the arc, launches a long 2 that rimmed off, rebound tapped and controlled by Jewell. Jewell one hands it up to and over Pleviak's head, can't get to it, out of bounds. 1:06 to go in the half.
11th turnover on Yelm.
Vernon inbounds it to Gooley. Taya with the ball in backcourt. Gets a screen, stops, however. Lob it up to Powell. Powell bounces it down to DeShea. Back to Powell. Powell under the basket. Got to get it out. Throws it out to DeShea. DeShea to Montano. Montano for 3. Actually, it's a 2. It's off. Rebound Powell. She'll dribble out and reset for the Lady Climbers. Bounce it to Gooley. Gooley stops and then, picked away by Tustison. Tustison with a nice move. Going to go to the hoop, put it up and in. That's Simani's first basket. Here comes Gooley. Gooley to the box, fakes the pass to Montano, gets it to DeShea Littleson. She'll fake the 3, lob it to the baseline, nobody there, out of bounds. I have 14 turnovers on the Highclimbers.
You have 14?
Yep. Into the ball game, Abigail Zanuski returns. A full court press coming for the Highclimbers as the Tornadoes have 17.9 seconds. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It's not. It's a Highclimber ball. I don't know. I thought that was out of bounds. I guess they ruled it tipped out of bounds. So Monteo will trigger the play from the right of the backboard. She'll lob it all the way up top to Gooley. Gooley bounces it over to Zanuski. Trying to get it to baseline. He gets it to baseline to Vernon. Vernon just muscles it away. Back to DeShea Littleson. Dribbles around the key. She's mugged and fouled, but no whistle. Jewell has it now. She's going to launch it from just just shy of midcourt. Comes up short.
Yeah, I thought she was fouled on that.
I think she was too. So it's halftime. Shelton up 33-21 after one half. We will take a timeout. We'll come back with the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show in just a moment on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
First time I tried biking, and it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live broadcasts of high school basketball in Mason County. Join us Wednesday as the Shelton girls host the South Sound Conference Foe Gig Harbor. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is at 7, only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
We're back here at the Mini Dome. It's halftime. Shelton 33, Yelm 21. Highclimbers built as much as well, they're up by 19 points in the second quarter, Jerry. Very impressed with how the Lady Climbers came out with intensity early.
Yes. Yeah, they were up, I think, 21-5. Is that better?
Yeah, it's going to fall off, Jerry. I'm sorry. So leading the way for the Highclimbers, Kylan Powell, 9 points. All of that in the first quarter. Let's see here. 5 for Jordan Peterson, 5 for Taya Gooley, 4 for Deshea Littleson, 5 for Jade Smith, 5 for Abigail Zanuski. And I think I got everybody. Did I miss somebody? Okay. On the scoring for the Highclimbers for the Tornadoes, 8 points for Madison Pleviak, 5 for Caitlin Jewell, 4 for Bailey Harder, basket for Amani Tustinson. And better quarter for Yelm in the second quarter than they did in the first. They only were held to 5 points. That helped the Highclimbers build that lead. They were 21-5 after one. And then you see this 33-21 halftime score. I know you have a lot to talk about, Jerry. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back with Jerry Apple stats in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Halftime score, Shelton 33, Yelm 21. We'll be right back.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KEEPtheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is getting in the holiday spirit with live coverage of the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis on Saturday, December 8th. Join us at 5 p.m. as each parade entry lights up downtown Shelton. Our vantage point will once again be the Angle Building at 4th and Railroad. It's the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis, 5 p.m. Saturday, December 8th on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Halftime here at the Mini Dome. Shelton 33, Yelm 21, ladies hoops tonight. Jerry, you have a little bit more on the statistical side.
Starting with Yelm, they were 6 for 14 for two-point shots. From the three-point line, they were 2 for 8. So a total of 8 for 22 on the little less than 40% from the field. Turnovers, Yelm had 11, and Yelm really got out-rebounded. I only have down 3 rebounds. I'm sure I'm off a couple on that. They were 3 for 9 from the field, from the free throw line. So the shooting for Yelm, not good. On the other hand, Shelton was 9 for 13 from the 2-point area and 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. So you're looking at 12 of 16. If my figures add up, that's 75%. That's pretty darn good. Rebounds, Shelton had 15 rebounds. Kylan Powell had 7 rebounds, and the second leading rebounder for the Highclimbers was Deshea Littleson, and she had 4. Shelton had 13 turnovers and 3 assists by Kylan. Wow. And she also had a steal, as well as Taya had a steal. They were 2 for 4 from the foul line. So if you look, the shooting percentages were great for Shelton, but they had a lot of turnovers. Nobody's in foul trouble as far as, I don't think anybody has 3 fouls.
No, only a couple with 2. Deshea Littleson has 2.
Abigail?
Abigail, I think that's supposed to be 2. I kind of missed the
Yeah,
mark
she
there.
has 2.
Jordan Peterson has 2.
Yep.
Leanna Miskimmons for Yelm has 2. And other than
it.
that, it's been a relatively clean game. We did see a couple of fouls that were not called, especially on the Shelton offensive end. I don't know if the referees were out of position. They must have been. Otherwise, if we could see them up here, they're pretty obvious.
Yes.
So that might be something that you may, if you're the coach, you may want to
bring it to their attention.
Yeah.
Or have the captain bring it to their attention.
Yeah, a little bit more of a move or something. And I know that Tiffany Twiddy is a new coach, and sometimes they don't quite get the same respect as somebody who's, Russ Riches has been around forever.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a little bit of that, and it teaches humility as well as,
But like you said, I was so pleased with the intensity of the Highclimbers, especially in that first quarter. And they were looking for that open player underneath.
Yeah. That's, hold on a second, I got to fix my screen here. Whoops. Somehow I'm not getting my screen going, but we're just a couple of minutes away from the third, a couple of seconds, I should say, away from the third quarter. So we'll keep it right here, as it will be Highclimber ball to start the third quarter. You've got Smith, Gooley, Powell, Zaninski, and Deshea Littleson out there for the Highclimbers. Smith will inbounds it to Gooley at midcourt. She'll throw it over to Zanuski. Laces it across the baseline. Another Smith up top. Back over to Smith for 3. Short rebound right there is Zanuski. Missed it, had it blocked, but it goes right to Powell. She'll put it up and in. Tustison with the ball for Yelm. Spin, nice spin move. Gonna kick it out, and that's Plevak for a 3, in and out. Rebound Deshea up to Powell. Extra pass, just a little bit behind Zanuski and out of bounds. And so Highclimbers turning the ball over again. 29-26 in Yelm in the boys game. Highclimbers up there. A little bit more than I expected out of that. Just looking at the how the Tornadoes are done. There's a Jewel with 3 in the corner. That rims off. Rebound goes to Powell. Powell up to Gooley, and there's going to be a travel. Wow. I don't know about that call. So it'll be Tornado ball, sideline inbounds to Jones. She'll get it right back. Over to Tutsinson. Oh, threw it right to Powell. And here comes Zanuski. Finds Gooley. Throws it up to Powell. Powell changing directions. Shuffles it in the corner to Zanuski. Finds Smith. Smith will take a 3. Missed the shot. Rebound tapped out. And here comes the Tornadoes. Tussison as a 2-on-2. Going to take it to the hoop. Put it up. Missed it. Oh, that. Kylan Powell gave it the body and didn't get the foul. Wow. Second personal on Kylan. First on the team. Actually, they're saying 3 on Kylan. Is it 3 or is it 2?
I thought it was
2.
I had 2 also.
I think it's only 2.
Let's see if he goes over to if the official goes over to the
Well, they're talking. The official was talking to the coach Twiddy and now talking to Kylan as Tussison hit the first of 2 free throws. And Peterson's going to step on, and Kylan's going to sit down, so she must have that 3 fouls. I don't know where she picked up that extra foul. Tussison has a second free throw. That's off the mark. Rebound. Oh, stolen away by Pleviak up and in. Oh, it was Jewel, excuse me. Give her 7 points. And it's an 11-point lead for the Highclimbers. They've led by as many as 19 in this ball game. Gooley over to Smith. To Peterson. Peterson working the far sideline. Into the corner to Smith for 3. No, over the backboard. Here comes Pleviak. Pleviak. Center of the court. To the foul line and a turnaround. Get it to Tussison. Over to the corner to Jewel. Jewel got it stripped. And here comes Taya Gooley for the Highclimbers. Over to Peterson. She likes that spot for 3 and still hasn't hit one here. Deshea Littleson had the ball. Peterson comes away with the rebound. Back to Gooley. Gooley eyes the hoop. Gonna try to get by the defensive Tussison. Throw it over to Peterson. Peterson extra pass to Smith in the corner for 3. That one finally goes in. Wow, Jade. 8 points.
Yep, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line. But nice shot.
Yeah,
nice
Tussison gets it down to Pleviak. Oh, nice little move. Puts it up short. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. And that'll go over to the Highclimbers. Vernon will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Zanuski will sit down. Shelton ball. I keep dropping my highlighter, Jerry. Lob it into Vernon. Quickly up to Gooley. Gooley on the run. Stops and he'll bounce it to Smith. Smith to the baseline. Turned around by Sneed, who's back in the ball game. Oh, stolen away by Sneed. She just stuck a hand under the ball and came away with it.
Yeah, 15th turnover for the Highclimbers.
Out to Pleviak for 3. Ooh, off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Pleviak. Finds Jewel. Bounces it to Jones. Jones drives baseline. Vernon swiping at that ball. Finds Sneed at the elbow. Rolls to Pleviak. Pleviak to Jewel in the corner far side. 3 on the way. And in. It's her second 3. Give her 10 points. Vernon with the ball. Quickly up to Peterson. Peterson's got a 2-on-1. Bounce it to Deshea Littleson in the corner. Waits for everybody else to catch up. Deshea will put it on the floor. Finds Vernon. Up to Gooley. Gooley open for 3 at the top. That's off. Rebound pulled down by Pleviak. And here come the Tornadoes. Sneed to Jewel. 3 in the corner on his near side. That one bounces off. Deshea Littleson had it, lost it. Sneed comes away with it. Up top to Tussison. Tussison back and forth on the dribble, trying to set the play for the Tornadoes. Jones will take a 3. That's off the glass. No. Rebound tapped out. Tussison with another shot at it. Going to drive right to the hoop. Nice move. Missed that shot, though. Peterson comes away with the rebound. Vernon with it in backcourt. Almost thought about a double dribble there, but wisely gets it up. There's Gooley wide open for a 3. Swish! 7 points for Taya.
And she's 2 for 3 from the three-point area.
Timeout call by Yelm. 41-27, 3:40 to go here in the third. Is this a full? Is this a 30? It's a full. Okay, we'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Oh, Jerry, this is a lot more fun than I expected tonight.
Yeah. Boy, I'm impressed with the cheerleaders. They've got 2 girls that can somersault
and do the backflips. Yeah, I noticed that
all
last
the way
broadcast.
across.
Yeah, I couldn't even do one, so I'm very impressed with that.
I don't think I could even do half of one.
3:40 to go here, third quarter, 41-27. Shelton on top of Yelm. The Tornadoes, are going to have the ball coming out of the timeout.
I think 45 is back into the ball game.
Yes, and that is Allen.
And 42.
42, and that's Monteo. Jewell on the baseline. Bounce it to Jones. Down to Sneed. Sneed. Kick it out to Plevyak. Plevyak for 3. In and out. Deep in the cup and popped out. Rebound Jewell. Jewell right back to the hoop. Puts it up. Missed it. Got it again. Put it up short. Rebound pulled down by Montano. Montano quickly up to Smith. Way outside. In and out. Rebound. Allen had position. Plevyak saves it, but right to Gooley. Gooley for 3 at the top. Boom!
3 for 4 from the three-point line.
There's Sneed at the foul line to Jewell, the far side for Yelm. Bounce it up to Plevyak. Plevyak over to Tustenson. Tustenson. Jones for 3, near side. That rims off. Rebound. Jewell up and in. (44-29), 2:41 to go here in the third quarter. Full timeout called. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures, wedding receptions, and holiday parties. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Join us for a festive and family-friendly event of painting Christmas tree ornaments Thursday evening from 6 to 8. Or stop by for an evening of holiday traditions, including Christmas carols, holiday storytelling, and visit with Santa. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Back here at the Mini Dome. 2:40 to go, third quarter, 44-29. Highclimbers have the ball in their front court coming out of the timeout. Smith will inbounds it from between the scorer's table and her own bench. She'll get it into Gooley near the midcourt. Teo put it on the, nobody's stopping ball. She'll just drive through the hoop, put it up. A little too strong. Ball was tapped away, but Vernon's going to get over the top. I don't know how somebody 5'4" can get an over the top foul, but she did. It's her first, however. Second team foul. Into the ball game again is going to be Abigail Zanuski, and Mike Ping will sit down.
Hey, you're getting pretty good at that.
Zanuski and Mike Ping?
Yeah.
Oh, by the time we'll get through the season, I'll get it right. Oh boy, the ball just ping-pongs around. Quick passes by the Tornadoes. Who's out? That's Morgan Corbin, put to the baseline, and Harder missed the shot. Rebound goes to the Highclimbers. And Zanuski trying to go coast to coast. Draws the foul on one of the Tornadoes. I think that's going to go on 30. That's Pliviak. It's her second. At the free throw line, Jade Smith for Shelton. I'm sorry, no, it's Zanuski, excuse me. Abigail hits the first one. She'll get another one. I've got her down for 6 points so far tonight. Deshea Littleson will step back onto the court. Joni Allen will sit down.
You are correct. She has 2 field goals and 2 for 3 from the foul line.
And one more. It's like Jones returned for, is it Jones that returned for Yelm? Somebody else. Second free throw, missed it. Rebound Pliviak. Pliviak will get it to Morgan Corbin. Corbin with the ball. Throw it over. There's Jones driving baseline. Lost the handle, still fighting for it, and it dribbles all the way out to the top. It's Morgan Corbin. Sit down to Birdtail, and she was down there a long time.
Yeah,
Jerry.
she should have been called for three seconds.
Yeah, there's a foul on the Highclimbers.
As they say, she was camping in there.
And that foul went on Abigail Zanuski, her third. And the free throw to Birdtail falls off. She'll get one more. Here comes a substitution. Jordan Peterson will get off the Highclimber bench. Second free throw is short. Taya Gooley with the rebound. She'll lob it up to Zanuski. Zanuski gets it deflected, and Taya comes away with it. Over to Monteo. Deshea Littleson. Smith in the corner for 3. In and out. Rebound. Free. Comes away. Zanuski shuffles it down to Littleson. She'll put it up and in. 6 points for Deshea.
Good passing. They're doing a great job of passing the ball tonight.
Corbin with the ball. Near side. Bounces it down to Birdtail. Into the corner to Jones. Jones got away with a double dribble, I think. Banging bodies, and they're going to say it's Deshea Littleson. Deshea was just kind of standing there, and somebody ran into her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Deshea picked
the
up
other
her
girl
third.
went right into her. Okay, I'll be quiet.
Oh, that was an interesting call. Deshea picked up her third. That's the 4th team foul on the Highclimbers. Tustenson will inbounds it, get it in to Harder, and quick passes. Jones cutting to the hoop, and she's going to be pinched off and fouled, and it's going to either be on Smith or Littleson. It's a pick a climber there. It's going to go on Smith. Jade with her first. 5 team fouls. At the free throw line for Yelm is Michael Jones. She is 0 for 2, Jerry. Doesn't have a point yet until now. See, I gave her the little confidence she needed, right?
What's her number?
Number 24.
24, yeah.
Sorry, I lost to. So Joni Allen will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers, and Sophia Leiden steps on for the Tornadoes. Michael hit the second free throw, so she's 2 for 2. Comes Taya Gooley to the 3-point arc, near side, still has the dribbles, bounces it up to Monteo. Monteo spinning and hopping, and they're going to get a foul. Oh, they're going to get a travel.
Yeah, okay.
How many turnovers is that now on the Highclimber?
16.
16? Okay.
They've cut down a little bit on their turnovers. I shouldn't probably say anything.
Yeah, well, there's a high post feed. And Birdtail, kick it out. Jewel for 3, no. Rebound goes to Jones, rejected by, I think it's Peterson, but second effort there by Leiden. And then there's another foul on the Highclimbers. Whistles are coming out now. Didn't see, that was on Smith, her second. Interesting. First free throw is off. by Leiden. She'll get another one. Let's see my problem here. I got to fix another camera shot. Leiden's second free throw. In and out. And Allen with the save. Monteo up the near side. Going to speed to the box, throw up a shot on the baseline, missed the shot. Rebounded to Allen, stripped and lob it up. And Peterson comes away with it. 19 on the game clock. And knocked out of bounds by Jones.
Yeah, 14th turnover on Yelm.
The sideline inbounds into the corner. Monteo for three. No rebound right there. Allen, they should have gotten over the top. Where's the whistle on that one? Back to Smith. She'll sink the three. I'm sorry, that was blatant and no whistle. 50-31 after three.
And that's they are back to the biggest lead they've had in the game.
Right, 19.
Of 19 points.
So despite some turnovers and again we're getting some no calls that should be called.
Yeah, definitely.
That was pretty obvious there at the end. We'll take a timeout. We'll head to the fourth quarter with Highclimbers up 50-31.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. Highclimbers up 19, 50-31. Yelm will start out the fourth quarter with the ball. Got Jewell, Tustison, Harder, Pleviak, and Jones.
And Kylin is back in now for the Highclimbers.
Jones hands the ball. Going to drive right to the hoop, put it up, and it popped out to Shea Littleson with the rebound. She'll get it to Taya Gooley. Throws it to Kylin Powell. To Deshea in the paint. Hook the pass down to Zanussi. She'll put it up and in. Trust in your players is really the point here.
And she's 3 for 3 from the field tonight.
Steal by Kylin Powell. She'll lob it up to Gooley. Gooley has a quick little pass to Zanussi. Saved in bounds, and the ball still free. And now I don't even see a foul on that one. And get Taya Gooley with her first personal. And 17 fouls. I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't see anything on that play.
Well, I didn't either, but, you know, I probably wasn't looking as carefully as I should have.
So it's 1-1 for Jones at the south end of the mini dome. And you know what? The Highclimbers are up 21 briefly.
Now they've got a 20-point lead.
Their largest lead of the night was at 21.
Mm-hmm.
Next free throw for Jones off the back of the iron. Rebound tapped into the corner, controlled by Zanussi. Zanussi is bumped and fouled, finally. Something in a white jersey. I'm sorry, I know it's not a good thing to do this, but it's been quite obvious to me a couple of times.
Yeah.
And personal foul will go on Caitlin Jewell, her second, and only the second team foul.
But it's pretty easy to see the fouls from here, you know.
Well, I guess you're right. Zanussi to Powell. Powell shuffles it to Littleson. Littleson had it rejected back on the pass. Got it back. She's going to drive baseline. Throw it to a cutter. That is Zanussi. Zanussi knocked it off of
35.
Yeah, was it 35?
Yep.
No, it's got to be 34. Harder. No, it's 30. It's
34.
actually Pleviak.
Okay.
There's no 35 on the roster.
No,
Inbounds.
there's
Oh, Tustinson almost with a pick on that pass.
Boy, she's been all over the court on defense. Number 10.
Yes. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers.
Very impressed with her hustle.
Smith will trigger the play from the left of the backboard. She'll lob it to Gooley in the corner. Taya lost the handle out of bounds.
Ah,
Wow.
too bad. 17th turnover.
52-32. Shelton with the lead. Yelm with the ball. Pleviak, high post feed to Harder out to Jewel. Jewel for three. It rimmed off. Rebound, Kylan Powell. Kylan with the dribbles in the back court. Hand check, but no foul on that one either. There's Gooley at midcourt. Looking for Deshea Littleson, hand it off to Deshea. She can shoot from out there. She doesn't shoot much from the outside. Oh, a steal by Jewel. Jewel alone to the hoop for Yelm. And up and in. Smith with the ball. Bring it up. She's got one extra player. She'll stop and pop in and out. Rebound. Deshea Littleson in traffic. Pivots away. Hook the pass down to Zanuski. Missed it. Powell comes away with it. Tried to put her back up and in, and she'll draw the foul.
That, Kai Lynn's got 9 rebounds so far tonight.
Michael Jones picked up her third. Only have 2 on her, but okay, we'll take 3.
I have 3 for her.
Okay. Powell's first free throw goes in. Kylan has now has 12 points.
2 for 2 from the line.
Onto the court for the first time tonight is Cameron Thomas Licks. Kylan's second free throw she knew was off. Rebound goes to Jewel. Here come the Tornadoes. Jones dribbled out to the three-point arc.
Ooh.
Oh, they let that one go. There's Testison in the corner for 3, rattled out, rebound right there to put it up. And the second effort there by Harder, and I think she was fouled both times going to the hoop, and they only call 1.
Well, that made up for one of the fouls that's not called on the Highclimbers, so it sometimes evens out.
So Thomas Licks will pick up her first. At the free throw line for Yelm is Bailey Harder.
She's 3 for 3.
Should get one more. She only has 5 points. She got the shooter's roll on that one.
4 for 4 on the foul line. 6 points overall for her.
Here comes Taya Gooley. Down to Thomas Licks, missed the shot. And here come the Tornadoes. Pleviak to the foul line. Lob it in the corner to Jewel. Jewel catch and shoot for 3. That's off the glass. What an angle on that bank shot. Jewel with her third 3 of the night. And we have a timeout. Well, that 21-point lead is whittled down to 13, Jerry.
Yeah, and boy, I tell you, Jules is doing a nice job. I mean, she's got 6 rebounds, and I think she's their leading scorer. She's got 3 3-pointers.
17 points, is that right?
17? Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I got 17 points. 17 points at this point. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, very talented.
Very talented.
All over the place here today. I guess we're keeping it right here because I didn't take a break, Jerry. Although I probably could have.
It was a full timeout.
It was a full timeout. I think I needed a chance to just take a breath, not do anything. I'm really having trouble with my highlighter tonight.
Well, I'd give you mine, but let's see. Here.
That's fine. It's not the highlighter itself. It's getting it out of its cradle.
Okay.
And so it's Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. 5:28 to go here in the ball game. 53-39. Shelton with the lead and the ball. There's Gooley in backcourt. So throw it to Powell. Powell up the far sidelines. Nice, a block. A nice pass
Very
down
nice
low,
pass.
and Thomas Licks had it stripped from behind, or blocked from behind by Pleviak. Pleviak recovered the ball, but she had a toe on that baseline. So the Highclimbers keep possession. Peterson back in the ball game. She'll get it into Thomas Licks. Can't hang on to it, and they're going to...
Yeah, it was off her knee.
Yeah, unfortunately. Cameron Thomas Licks, she is a senior. If I'm reading my roster right. Tustison has Powell just reaching in. Kyla needs to be a little bit careful. Oh, ball kicked and stolen away. Peterson one-hands it up to Zanuski. And Zanuski with the scoop, missed the shot. Powell saves it in bounds in the corner. Zanuski saves it to Peterson. Peterson gonna drive. Hook it to Powell. Powell backs out from the baseline, puts it up, missed the shot. Tapped the ball twice, got it right back. Under the basket, she'll kick it out to Gooley. Gooley will set the offense to Powell. And the Highclimbers have a possession again. Powell to Thomas Licks, can't get to it.
They gotta slow it down. I'm having a hard time keeping the statistics.
You're having a hard time. All you're doing is you're writing down, Jerry. That's another turnover on the Highclimbers, unfortunately.
I got that, thanks. Oh, boy.
Here comes Pleviak. Pleviak throws it to Harder. Harder to Jewel in the corner. Take another three. Oh, that one rimmed off. Rebound right there. Harder up and in. Bailey with 8 points. Peterson back to the sidelines. She's going to be bumped and fouled. Is that Pleviak or no? That's going to be Harder. Bailey with her first personal foul. I'm getting my count right. 4th team foul. So you have Smith, Monteo, Vernon, and Deshea Littleson back on the court for the Highclimbers. Leading 53-41. Inbounds to Monteo in back court. She's trapped, throws it to the corner to Peterson. Peterson for three, far side, hits it. Jordan with 8 points.
Yeah, 2 for 2 from the three-point line.
Oh, ball goes in back court. That should be over and back. That's over and back. One referee says that was tipped. That was over and back. I don't think that was tipped. Now we're going to have a conference, and they're going to reverse this call. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. Jeez. They're going to give it to Yelm, trailing by 15. Pleviak will inbounds it. Try to get it into Tustinson. Monteo all over. Near side to Pleviak. To Harder, to Jewel. Jewel in the corner, 3 on the way. That's off, rebound. Tapped out of bounds. That should be Highclimber ball. Jones couldn't corral it.
You made the observation that the boys have good depth. I could say the same thing for the girls.
Could be. Inbounds to Peterson. Peterson in backcourt. Stops and trapped. Bounces to Vernon. Vernon throws it up to Smith on the three-point arc. Missed the shot. Goes right to Vernon to the hoop. Missed the shot. And the rebound goes to 34 Harder. Here comes Tustison. Oh, nice hop. If that's not a travel, I don't know what is. Wow. Tustison with 2. I don't know how you can get travels on one end where they barely move their feet, and that was 4 steps on the big hop. Timeout called. 3:13 to go in the ball game. 56-43. Shelton still leads. We'll be right back.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live broadcasts of high school basketball in Mason County. Join us Fridays as Shelton girls host Yelm in Southtown Conference action. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is at 7, only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Back at the Mini Dome. 56-43, Shelton on top. Got the ball coming out of the timeout.
And Kylan is back into the ball game for the Highclimbers.
There's Peterson, Smith, Monteo, and Vernon. Vernon will inbounds it. Full court press goes to Monteo. Monteo, she's a speedy little thing. She's going to blow by a couple of things. Going to force up a shot and draw the foul on Tustison.
Yep.
Wow, it's only her first. Cecilia Montano, excuse me. She's a freshman. I didn't even realize that. 5'2". At the free throw line. Short on the first one. Let's get one more. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the ball game. 56-43 the score at the moment. Second free throw goes in. Let's make it 57-43. Plaviak will be guarded by Montano. Over to Tustison to Jones. Jones had the ball slapped against her feet. She's got picking up it up. She can't put the ball.
Boy, she looked like she traveled.
She almost did. Kylan Powell comes away with it, finds Montano. Montano rejected by Pleviak. Recovered by Vernon to Peterson to Powell. Powell bump but no call. Nice pivot. Finds Peterson under the hoop, puts it up a little short. Rebound pulls down by Harder. Harder to Tustison. Tustison spins away from the defense to the three-point arc side of the paint. Kick it out of the corner. Jewel for three in the corner. In and out, and right to the hands of Harder. Her putback came up short. Second one is blocked. Smith, who lost the ball to Jones. Jones is going to be fouled by Smith, although it looked like a lot of ball there.
Third one on her, on Jade?
Actually, they're going to give it on Vernon.
Oh, they are. I'm sorry.
That's three on.
That would be three on her, yes. Okay.
At the free throw line is Jones. Michael is
3 for 4.
Oh, no, I've got
what do you have?
3 for 2, 4, 6, 7. That's what I have.
For 24?
Yep. Got the second one. Tustison knocks it out of bounds on the inbounds play. 2:21 to go in the ball game. 57-45. Powell inbounds it nearly in the corner. Looks for the long ball. Going to get it into Peterson. Hand it back to Powell. Powell up to Montero. Montero's pass down low is picked off by Harder. Now Pleviak has it. Guarded by Montero. Up to Harder to Tustison. Cross court goes to Jones. Jones for three. In.
That's her first three-pointer. Down to 9. That is the smallest lead that Shelton has had.
In quite a while.
Quite a while. And timeout, Highclimbers.
1:48 to go in the ball game. 57-48. We'll be right back.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures, wedding receptions, and holiday parties. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Join us Thursday, December 20th for an evening of holiday traditions. Sing Christmas carols, tell holiday stories, enjoy a hot buttered rum and cookies, and visit with Santa. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Well, back here at the Mini Dome. 9-point lead for the Highclimbers. They have the ball in front of the scorer's table. Vernon will trigger the play. Looking it in, and inbounds is knocked out of bounds in backcourt by Jones. Trying to get it into Teaguli. We'll do it again, but this time further back. Inbounds now to Kylan Powell. Powell guarded by the larger Jewel. She's going to go right to the hoop, put it up and in. Now that's the proper way to do that little Euro step thing. Here comes Tustison, drives the foul line, tied up by Vernon and Powell. That's a jump ball. That goes over to the Highclimbers. 1:31 to go in the ball game. It's an 11-point lead for Shelton. Zanuski will trigger the play from the baseline and backcourt. Gets it into Peterson, and they're going to get Jones over the top on that.
I have four on her, yeah. I have 4 fouls on her.
That'll be 5 team fouls, 16 fouls, excuse me, on Yelm. So the next whistle, the Highclimbers are going to be shooting. Inbounds goes to Gooley. Gooley stops. She's going to throw it up to Powell. Powell has Jewel all over her. Pass up and deflected. Here comes Montano to the hoop. Oh boy, missed the shot. That would have been huge if she had scooped that one in. There comes Tustenson. Tustenson on for Yelm. Gonna dribble, kick it out to Jones. Jones drives to the baseline, or tried to drive baseline, tried to lace a pass away. Powell with her pick. She picked her pocket.
And I would just slow it down.
Yeah, run some clock. Quickly up to Vernon, down to Zanuski.
Oh, good.
Quick passes around. Montano for 3. Oh. Saved inbounds by Teaguli, but it didn't quite stay inbounds. It'll go over to the Tornadoes. Peterson will return. Montano will sit down, but a good few minutes for the freshman.
Yes.
She's fast. I'm surprised at how fast she is.
Very fast.
Pleviak will tap it right back to Tustenson. Powell with another steal. Here comes Gooley. Down to Vernon. Vernon too far under the basket, but Powell's there to clean it up. 61-48.
She's had 12 rebounds.
Another steal by Powell, and she's just pushed by Tustenson. And you know what? That is very, very close to that flagrant. Yeah, very close. Come on, guys, do something here. They're going to discuss this one. There we go. That's a flagrant foul, so 2 shots for Powell, and the Climbers get the ball back with 25 seconds to go.
Number 5 is into the ball game for us.
That's Teaguli.
Oh, but, okay, who else? Okay, my fault. I got it. But, yeah, that was a good call. Good call.
A little too rough on the push.
Yeah. Wow. I have her 3 for 4 from the foul line.
17 points. Should get one more, and the Climbers can hold the possession and run out the clock if possible. Kylan Powell with a second free throw, sideline inbounds for the Lady Climbers, leading 63-48, 25 seconds. I would imagine it's going to be inbounds and immediate foul.
Deshea Littleson is back into the ball game.
Oh, and they just had an over and back as Teaguli just stepped over on the inbounds. Not aware where she was. Here comes Jones, stops and hits the 3.
2 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Gooley up to Zanuski. She lost the handle and another turnover. Not enough time for anybody to do anything, however. There's Jewel for 3 at the buzzer. That one came up short. And the Shelton Lady Highclimbers pick up their first win of the season, 63-51 over Yelm in the South Sound Conference. Quite a feat. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with some final statistics. Talk about this game as the Lady Climbers come away with their first win of the season, and it's a conference win. We'll be right back.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is getting in the holiday spirit with live coverage of the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis on Saturday, December 8th. Join us at 5 p.m. as each parade entry lights up downtown Shelton. Our vantage point will once again be the Angle Building at 4th and Railroad. It's the 2018 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade presented by Christmastown Kiwanis, 5 p.m. Saturday, December 8th on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts?
Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
All right, so final here in the mini dome. The Shelton Lady Highclimbers knock off the Yelm Lady Tornadoes 63-51. Kylan Powell led the way with 16 points, 11 for Jade Smith, 10 for Taya Gooley, 8 apiece for Jordan Peterson and Abigail Zanuski, 6 for Deshea Littleson, and a free throw for Cecilia Montano. For Yelm, they were led by Caitlin Jewell. She finished with 15 points. 11 for Michael Jones. 8 for Madison Pleviak. 8 for Bailey Harder. 5 for Imani Tustinson. And a basket for Larissa Sneed. Surprising Sneed didn't have a few more points. She had a couple more opportunities that I thought on the floor. For Yelm, though, Imani Tustinson, she's everywhere. Defensively,
number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
Yeah.
I just had to throw that out there. But for the Highclimbers, Kylan Powell, what can you say about her? You've got more to add to this, Jerry. Go ahead.
Do. Well, I'm going to pick my player of the game.
Okay.
And it's Kylan Powell.
All right.
I'll tell you, I don't know if you agree with me.
No, I agree.
And,
but it's kind of tough to decide who did more, points-wise, and how many rebounds did she end up with, approximately?
Kylan had 12 rebounds, and that's unofficial. She could have had a couple more than that, but she had 12. The second leading rebounder I had was Jade Smith and Deshea. I think they both had 5 rebounds, according to my statistics. I was impressed with Taya Gooley. You know, she hit 3 for 5 from the outside the three-point line. That really helped us. She always answered when Yelm started to make tried to cut into that lead. Mm-hmm. Let me give you some other interesting statistics. Shelton was 14 for 22 on the 2-pointers. They were 5 for 11 on the 3-pointers. They had 32 rebounds. Wow. And 12 of those were from Kylan. The other statistic is not too impressive. 23 turnovers. They had 13 turnovers in the first half, 10 in the second half. They've got to cut that down. The other thing is they were 5 for 12 from the foul line. Going back to Kylan, how many points did you have for her?
16.
Okay, and she's a leading scorer?
Yeah, that game high 16.
The other thing is she had, I think, about 4 assists, had a couple nice steals.
Oh, probably at least 3.
And I have 3, 4, and she was 4 for 5 from the foul line. Okay, for Yelm, they were 11 for 30 from the 2-point range, 5 for 16 in the second half. They were 6 for 22 from the 3-point line, and that really hurt them. That's about 28 to 30%.
Right. They were trying to get the lead, cut the lead down by hitting the threes, and that you live by the three, you die by the three, and it kind of was the way Yelm was going there.
And the other thing is they were just about forced to shoot from outside that many times because the Shelton Highclimbers had a big advantage on the rebounds on the inside. Kylian and Deshea, they were strong inside.
Well, Deshea is a force anywhere she is.
And she's a good shooter.
And she didn't shoot that often.
Not
really,
tonight. Not tonight. No.
And she was the extra passes. There were a lot of extra passes tonight where in past they would just throw it up, shoot, and there was hey, there's somebody else open. They have a better high percentage shot.
Yeah, you can see that tonight. 14 for 22 from the 2-point range tells you that something is happening in practice, that they're taking their time and using that backboard, and just, overall, I was impressed. Now, from the foul line, Shelton was 5 for 12. Yelm did not help themselves very much from the foul line. I only have them down for making 7 foul shots out of 22. And they had a lot of turnovers too. They had 11 in the first half, 9 in the second half, for a total of 20. There was a significant difference between Shelton and Yelm as far as shooting percentage and as far as rebounds. And that made a big difference. And like you said, Yelm had no choice but to shoot a lot more from the outside.
Yeah. Well, they have the shooters. They just weren't really on tonight as much. I mean, Jewel can shoot the lights out when she's on.
Yeah.
Seen it the last couple of years.
I was just very impressed tonight with Shelton. They had at one time a 22-point lead. I think it got cut down a couple times. They might have gone down to 9 at one time.
I think it might have been 6 at one time in the fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, they got close. Yelm did, but the Highclimbers would just turn it back on.
Yep.
And they would score when they needed to. So, anything else to add there, Jerry?
No, Diedrich, that's it. I'm very pleased. Nice win.
Nice win. The first.
How about the boys?
I don't have a final score for them. Well,
what was the score you heard the last time?
The Shelton boys were up 3 at half, I think.
Halftime?
Yeah, I think it was at half. Anyways, next up for the Lady Highclimbers, they continue South Sound Conference play next Wednesday right here against Gig Harbor. Yelm heads to Peninsula on Wednesday. My printer ink is bad here, so I'm kind of squinting. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday as the Lady Highclimbers host the Lady Tides here in the Mini Dome. Tip-off, of course, is 7 o'clock, so I do encourage everybody to come out if you can. Otherwise, we'll catch the game here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And that will do it for us. My thanks, as always, to Jerry Apple for his help tonight.
Thank you, Diedrich. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
I always like hearing that. Thank you, Jerry. Final again, Shelton 63, Yelm 51 in girls. South Sound High School basketball. We will talk to you on Wednesday.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life, and Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.